Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Piofiore, Fated Memories. We are on Dante's route, but we're talking to his cousin Nicola at the moment and asking him his thoughts on Dante. We finally got a little bit of conversation and a tiny smile out of him, so we made a little, got our foot in the door, little wedge. The save files are already showing up with Dante on them, so yeah, we quickly ended up on his route. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
What are your thoughts about Dante?
His voice was neither playful nor serious. At the very least, I knew I shouldn't lie. Not friendly? I really do appreciate what he went through to save me. But I can't see myself being friendly with him. I mean, he is a very stern person after all. Well, you can't be friends with somebody who's stern?
It would be a surprise if you felt any differently. He is a mafia boss.
I'm sorry. It's not that I wish to speak ill of Dante, just...
I understand. With that said, I'd appreciate it if you'd relax a bit more while I'm here.
Hearing those words did in fact make me feel more relaxed, since he didn't seem upset or angry.
Let me add that you don't need to try and get friendly with the family's boss. The current circumstances are unusual, but things should settle down sooner or later. Once things are resolved, you'll be back at the church, and you won't have to think about Dante again.
I suppose so. But it's his route, so I have to. I nodded awkwardly as Nicola smiled with concern.
Maybe he'd rather I go his route.
I can go back to the church. Thinking about the church brought Sister Sophia back to mind. Back to the spiral. I focused on the food and my conversation with Nicola to suppress the pain in my heart. And to try to be a good host. It took a while, and I did leave some food on the plate, but I somehow managed to eat. With a satisfied look, Nicola put the plates back on the food cart.
I was worried you weren't going to eat again. I see you did your best. Thank goodness. I'm a bit relieved.
Thank you, Nicola.
I
was taught to eat in silence at the church, but it was fun talking to you like this.
Same here. Seeing you enjoy yourself was a pleasure. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, that's weird to have to eat in silence, but I guess it is like that at church functions. Just before Nicola stepped outside, he turned toward me suddenly. Nicola?
Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I figured you should know. I was told by Dante not to dine with you tonight.
What? Why would he say that? Specifically.
So, do you mind keeping this a secret out of Dante's ears?
Yes, of course. It'll be our secret.
Thank you. Well, you should rest for now. I'll see you again.
With his departure, the room fell silent once more. I felt a slight pang of loneliness. I suppose I should interact with the others rather than keep to myself. And I should at least apologize to Leo for worrying him. I wasn't sure what else to do, but for now, I would at least do what I could. Give me some books or something. As usual, I heard a knocking at my door. I stood up and walked over. I'm coming.
Good morning. I bought you your breakfast.
Good morning, Leo. I want to apologize for having caused you trouble yesterday.
Not at all. There's nothing to apologize for.
Leo responded with a bright, happy smile.
Speaking of which, I heard from Nicola that you ate your dinner yesterday. That really was a relief. But I thought you might not be as hungry this morning, so I bought some fruits for now.
Oh, they look lovely. Thank you, Leo.
Hopefully they're to your taste.
Oh, he's blushing. He's like, she praised me. The fruits arranged on the table were all in season. Ripe figs, vibrant oranges, and crisp apples. I appreciated Leo for bringing such a wonderful selection of fruits to me. After setting out my breakfast, Leo turned to me with a straight face.
I was assigned to you, so I wanted to stay as near you as possible. But that must have put undue pressure on you. I'm truly sorry for that.
It's not you.
Moving forward, I'll stay in the hallway while you dine, so if you'll excuse me.
Wait, Leo!
Huh?
I quickly called Leo back as he tried to exit. Can you stay here with me? What I mean is, I'd like you to stay here and eat with me.
What? No, I couldn't possibly do that.
Why not? I felt nice having Nicola around for dinner. I know this may sound needy, but I found out how lonely it is eating here by myself, so...
Oh, if that's the case, I need to get the boss's approval first and...
No, you don't. Just eat. Come on.
Wait a second. You had dinner with Nicola?
Oh, no, you spilled the beans. Yes. Oh, Nicola told me to keep it a secret from Dante. Well, no one more person's in on the secret. I should have kept quiet with Leo, too. Oh, I'm sorry, but Nicola asked me to keep it a secret from Dante. Nicola bought me dinner here yesterday. So I thought he had already told you and the others in the kitchen.
Huh, Nicola beat me to it.
What do you mean?
I was talking to Julia and Nicola yesterday about how you weren't eating. So we came up with the idea to have you eat with everyone you know.
Really? I guess everyone was really worried about me. I should be appreciative that they've gone out of their way for me like this.
So, Nicola spoke with the boss to make that happen, but he didn't get his approval.
Why? What is with his decisions? They're so weird and arbitrary, it seems like.
Which is why we came up with another plan to have meals with you here, instead of taking you to the dining salon.
Oh, okay. Even if we were just eating with those few, they wanted me to go down there.
But the boss had noted that too.
Oh, what? I see. He really wants me to be isolated.
I wasn't here last night since I had some other stuff to do. So I asked Julia to take your dinner to you instead.
I guess Nicola heard it from Julia and brought it to me himself.
Not surprised. That's Nicola for you. I'm a bit jealous.
I don't see why he'd be jealous about not dining with me. 'Cause he enjoys your company.
Well, Nicola's in a position to take liberties with the boss's instructions, but I'm afraid I can't go against orders.
He's just a lowly servant. Huh.
Oh, but let me go and talk to the boss again.
Leo saw my dejected expression and quickly tried to console me.
After all, this is a request coming directly from you, so you can enjoy your meals.
Leo, thank you for being so kind. I really do appreciate it. His genuine concern brought a smile to my face. But something else was bothering me. Is it right to have everyone catering to me like this? After some thought, I clenched my fists and looked at Leo with resolve. You're occupied with tasks other than guarding me, aren't you? If so, let me speak with Dante instead. Would that be all right? He gets mad every time you do that.
Understood. I respect your decision. Oh, and speaking of that, I need to step outside today, so I won't be around for a while.
Yes, of course. Please be careful. Leo seems to be very busy. I wonder what he does exactly. I pray nothing bad happens to him. No, why'd you say that? That's like a sure jinx. He's totally going to get hurt because you said that. I sat in my dining chair and prayed with all my heart for his safety and well-being. You're just making it worse. Tempting fate. Time passed quickly until early afternoon.
It's me, Leo. I'm back.
Leo! Welcome back, Leo. Oh, what is that? Why can't Leo be a route on here? I mean, we're seeing him so much. I think he might be a route in the upcoming game. September 22nd it's coming out. After breathing a sigh of relief, my eyes caught sight of books and a flower bouquet in his arms. Aww. Is this from him or from Dante?
Oh, these are just gifts for you. Here.
Oh my, thank you, Leo. They're beautiful. My face glimmered with joy, seeing the vibrant flowers and colorful books. What's wrong? Leo, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. I'm glad that you're happy.
It's probably gifts from Dante, but Dante told her not to tell him that, not to tell me that.
Well, I'd better get going.
So soon?
Yes, there are a few other things that I need to take care of.
I see. Well, thank you again. I'll enjoy reading the books you bought me.
Great. Well, I'll be by again later.
Till then. I wonder what kind of books he bought. I'm surprised they don't, give me a different guard when Leo's away. And especially, I'm surprised that they don't post a guard at night. As soon as Leo left, I set the books down on the table one by one. It was a book of poems, a romance novel, a children's book, and a cookbook. What is with this selection? Pinocchio? I haven't read this in ages. It used to be every night that I'd read it before bed. There was no place in Italy that didn't know the story of Pinocchio. That does sound like an Italian name. They're all so interesting. A cookbook? I'm reading a cookbook? I smiled as I pondered on which book to read first. Oh, I'm still thinking about it. Why would I want to read a cookbook? I can't even cook while I'm here. The night passed, and breakfast was served. I thought of how I could speak with Dante again. It's sad being alone, so I want to relay that to him, that I'd appreciate company during meals. But the last time I spoke to him was when he was furious at me for escaping. Well, it's been enough time. He can't hold a grudge that long, can he? This wasn't going to be easy. Say, Leo, I know this sounds odd, but is there any particular day Dante is a bit more approachable?
Particular days that he's in good moods? Let me think.
Is he always like that?
Oh, no. It's just a stern front he uses to hide his feelings.
Leo's letting me know his secrets.
Just a thought, but I think he actually likes sweet things.
Aww. Sweets. I wonder if I might have a chance to make something for him. Am I allowed to use the kitchen? Does he actually want me to make sweets? Is that what the cookbook's for?
But I doubt he'd be coerced by sweets. I mean, he is our boss after all.
You're right. But sweets made by me, that could be a different story. He probably wouldn't get excited over sweets, but it is surprising to know he likes them at all. I looked up and noticed that Leo was staring at me. I tilted my head and asked, Leo, is something the matter?
No, nothing at all. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something here for you.
He reached into the cart and brought out a gift that made me do a double take. A record? I don't know what to say. You already bought me books yesterday, too. I guess there must be a record player in the room?
Oh, not to worry. It's nothing at all. I just wanted to... Oh, in any case, please take it. I mean, not that I'd be in any trouble if you didn't.
Really? Well then, thank you. I'll enjoy every moment listening to it. I nodded in appreciation to Leo, who seemed to be a bit flustered. I saw Leo out. Oh, we have a meanwhile story to read. Meanwhile. Wait, that can't be meanwhile. Leo is with me. How can he be here at the same time?
She seemed quite pleased with the gifts today, too. I see. I gave a simple reply to Leo's report, but I felt a weight being lifted from my shoulders. I noticed Leo staring at me with tight lips. I nodded to let him know to speak. She wanted to say this herself, but she'd like to have some company during her meals. I think it could be important for her to associate with the others here. If she doesn't go out to eat, then I could accompany her during meals in her room. Fine.
What? Which one? Both?
Huh?
If she doesn't want to eat in the salon, she's free to eat elsewhere. I'm sure she would feel better being in her room than in some foreign place in the house.
I thought you were going to turn down the idea again.
Again? What, did he think they were asking something else before?
Let me go and ask if she'd like to eat in the salon with everyone. Boss, how about tonight? If you don't have any plans, then...
Join us!
Fine. I don't have any plans tonight.
Oh, he's coming, and he's already flustered. He stuttered. I responded haltingly to his sudden request, at which Leo smiled.
Understood. I'll let Julia know to prepare enough food for everyone.
Leo rushed out, and suddenly the room was silent again. I sighed and sat down on the chair, leaning back as my mind drifted. Oh, that was short. What in the world did he think we asked before? I saw Leo out and proceeded to sit down again. Yeah, see, now is when the scene probably happened. Being able to enjoy a good read while listening to music feels so luxurious. Bet I never got to do this at the church. Whoa, look at this living room. It's gorgeous. The night started with a bit of tension. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your grace and accept your kind offerings. I couldn't hide my unease while praying, knowing that I was dining with Dante. After I gave thanks, I reached for my fork and knife, but they were shaky in my hands. Everyone eats so quietly. I glanced around and saw Dante eating silently, with a nonchalant look on his face. The silence is killing me. Leo? I couldn't bear the silence anymore, so I began to speak with Leo. The books you bought me are so interesting that I think I may finish them all soon. Your taste in books is impeccable. Thank you.
I'm glad you like them. Great, nice.
I'm telling you, it's Dante's. Dante picked him out.
I didn't know you liked books, Leo. I don't recall you ever reading any.
Well, maybe not in front of you.
Oh, well, you know.
Leo and Nicola continued their conversation as Dante ate in silence.
Say, do you mind telling me the name of the books you're reading? You've piqued my interest.
It's Cuore. I have no idea how that word is pronounced. By Edmund de Amicus.
Huh? Come to think of it, didn't you like that too, Dante?
Oh, he knows. Look at him glancing to the side like that.
Is that so?
What do you mean, is that so? At first things felt awkward, but it didn't dawn on me until now that we were actually having a conversation. It was quite enjoyable. Nicola was trying to include Dante, so I should try and talk to him too. Oh, what should I ask? What other books do you recommend? 'Cause that would be like saying I knew that he recommended them. So you've read the book before? Okay, we'll be innocent about it. Oh, so you've read it before then?
Yes, I think I did read it.
Is that so? I wouldn't mind hearing what you thought about it. Book club.
That's fine. But did you actually enjoy the story?
Of course. I've been wanting to discuss it with someone. Oh, you know how...
Excuse me for interrupting, but do you mind waiting to talk about it until after I've finished reading it?
Ah, that's right. No spoilers. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to spoil the story.
Then let's all have a conversation about it over some tea after I'm done.
Read fast. That would be wonderful. I can't wait. Is that all right with you, Dante?
Sure, that's fine.
I couldn't wait for the day to come when we could discuss our impressions of the story.
Sounds fun. It really is! Book club! Mafia book club!
The Dulce is amazing.
Is that why your eyes are so round?
Why, yes! Did you make this, Julia?
Yes, I did. I'm glad to hear it's to your taste.
Julia smiled briefly as she continued pouring wine into everyone's glasses. How did you prepare it, if you don't mind my asking for your recipe?
Well, I would love to, but...
Julia held her tongue a moment as she glanced over at Dante.
Is it a secret family recipe of his that she's been entrusted with? As you wish.
Why, thank you, Dante. I thought Dante would say no outright. I always thought of him as a very uncompromising boss, but perhaps I was wrong. I may have finally seen another side to him during our dinner tonight.
Definitely. I think he's softening up, really.
A few days passed since our shared meal. Julia and I had gotten closer as she was teaching me how to make dulce. I suppose all that's left is to wait.
Yes. Would you mind taking care of the rest?
I'd be happy to. I'll clean up the place while we wait.
She just loves cleaning. Thank you.
I used my spare time to wash the dishes while Julia prepared dinner. It's like she's a Disney princess. She just needs like some animals helping her clean around the kitchen. A sweet aroma gradually rose from the oven.
Oh, I'm hungry. What's that smell? Are you baking something, Signorina?
Some apples are in season. We're baking torta de mele.
Oh, great! My favorite! A few of us are in the salon. Would you mind bringing some over?
Not at all. I'll bring some coffee, too. I'd appreciate it if you'd let me know how it tastes.
Do you even need to ask? I haven't had a single complaint about your cooking.
Thank you. I appreciated his honest compliment, though it was a bit embarrassing. Who would have known making sweets to pass the time would make everyone here so happy? It's also nice to know they're not as scary as they seem. Awful lot of these mafia guys liking these sweets. It's so cute. This was a new feeling. I realized I was growing accustomed to living with the Falzone family. This is my new family. I don't want to go back to the convent now. It was dinner time. Nicola and Leo had things to attend to, so their seats at the table were open. Alone with Dante. I held back a stiff awkwardness as I said grace and prepared to eat. The food looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
Talk, damn you, talk! I observed Dante's table manners. Impeccable, I'm sure. He used his utensils gracefully, without making a sound on the plate. He's like a ninja at eating. Now that I look closely, aside from being a boss, he is very beautiful. Yeah, we noticed that at the beginning. Remember when he was standing at the grave with the flowers? So much so that it makes me forget that he's someone to be feared. Dante took a sip of his wine, then caught me staring at him. Dante finished his glass, paused, then began to speak.
Has everything here been to your satisfaction?
Yes. Leo has even gone to great lengths to bring me some records and sweets. Julia has been letting me make desserts with her, and everyone here is very friendly.
I see.
But I've been alone for a while now, especially since Leo's been busy, so a little lonely, I suppose? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, especially with how well I've been treated here. Please, don't mind what I said. I went back to eating, wondering why I just told those things to him. Dante ellipses an awful lot. Dante looked at me nonchalantly with his blue eyes, but said nothing. Our quiet dinner came to a close. The next day...
I don't have anything special to give you per se, but...
A fluffy white kitten meowed quietly in Leo's arms. Oh, you bought me a kitten? Huh? Is that...
I know I've left you alone for a while now, so I thought maybe it could keep you company.
Yeah, this is Dante's idea because I told him I was lonely. I appreciate the thought, and it's adorable, but... I tried to restrain myself from hugging the kitten looking at me with its blue eyes. How can you restrain yourself to that? But I don't think I'm allowed to have pets, am I? I mean, I'm sure Dante would be angry if he...
Wait, that's...
Leo interrupted, trying to find the right words. He frowned for a bit, then spoke tentatively.
well...
He has to keep covering for Dante because Dante doesn't want me to know that he's doing all the sweet things.
This kitten and all the things I bought for you were on the boss's orders.
Ah, he spilled the beans. Huh? The books? The records? Everything?
Yes, the boss gave me strict orders not to bring this up.
And you disobeyed. You said you couldn't go against the boss. What happened?
But I don't want to make it seem like I'm the one doing all this.
Yeah, you're kind of like a Cyrano de Bergerac thing going on, in a way. So this kitten. But I've been alone for a while now, especially since Leo's been busy. So, a little lonely, I guess? Is this because of what I said yesterday? As it dawned on me, the awkwardness I felt toward Dante changed to appreciation. I always thought he was so cold since he's a mafia boss, but there seemed to be much more to him than I expected.
Would you mind taking him?
What, you don't want to hold the kitten? Yes. Yes, I mind? I reached my arms out to hold the kitten. A smile broke out as I felt its warmth. So cute! So, what's its name?
The boss said you can name him whatever you like. Oh, it's a boy if that helps.
I cuddled him in my arms, looked at its blue eyes as it meowed at me. Its eyes are so beautiful. They remind me a bit of Dante's eyes. Carlo. I'll name you Carlo. Welcome, Carlo. You are now a resident of this room along with me.
Looks like he's talking to you. I guess you'll both get along just fine. Whoa, look at the time.
Well, I sure hope you bought a litter box and stuff with you, boy.
I got something to do, so if you'll excuse me.
Oh, thank you, Leo. Kitty! After I watched Leo hurriedly run off, I sat myself on the bed with Carlo. So cute. What a darling kitten. I should thank Dante later. Despite the happiness overwhelming me, a single thought crossed my mind. He bought me a kitten to keep me here. Which means that Dante doesn't have any intention of letting me go back to the church anytime soon. It's not necessarily true. I mean, he could have gotten it for you for like a week or two because he doesn't want you to be lonely for that amount of time. And maybe it implies that you could take the kitten with you. I should appreciate how much care they've shown to me, but how long do I have to stay here? The anxiety that had slowly been rising was now settling deep within my heart. Oh, just be good for a little while longer to show appreciation for all this stuff. Just a little longer. Especially with the cat. That was a very sweet gesture. I opened my eyes in the darkness. It looked like it was already nighttime. I must have fallen asleep while dwelling on those thoughts. Carlo? I'm not very hungry, but I need to get something for him. I picked up Carlo, who was playing at my feet, and headed to the door. It's past dinner time, but maybe there's something left in the kitchen. What's this? I picked up a piece of paper on the ground. There was something written on it. Leo must have left this for me. I read the memo.
I came by to let you know dinner was ready, but I didn't get a response. I hope you have a good night's sleep.
I'd better thank him tomorrow. After all, I did have a good rest. But was it written by Leo? I thanked Leo in my mind and proceeded to step out into the corridor. The kitchen lights were still on. It looked as though Julia was preparing for breakfast. Good evening, Julia.
Oh, awake now, are we?
Yes, it looks like I dozed off. I'm sorry I missed dinner.
Not to worry. I bet you're tired with all that's been happening around you. Are you hungry? I can make something for you.
Oh, I'm fine, but... I suddenly came to my senses, feeling Carlo wriggling in my arms. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have brought him into the kitchen. I'll leave right away.
Oh, but I already have something for him. You both wait in the salon for now.
Thank you, Julia. I appreciate it.
I was going to say, did they really neglect to buy supplies for the cat?
I waited in the salon, and soon enough, Julia came by with a small plate.
Here you go. Nice warm milk.
I put Carlo next to the table, and he immediately began to lap up the milk. He must have been hungry. Thank you, Julia.
My pleasure. I heard the young Dante acquired the kitten for you.
Yes, I think it's because I told him I was a bit lonely. I'm afraid I've been a bother.
Well, I'm sure our boss is doing his best to take care of you.
I know it may feel strange,
but I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd accept his kindness.
Why, of course, but I can't help but feel guilty.
Huh?
Julia watched me as I spoke, then simply smiled.
Now then, I'd best get back to work. She didn't have any questions for me about that? You may leave the plate there once he's finished with it.
Thank you, Julia. I can't wait for tomorrow's breakfast. You mean today's? Julia seemed pleased to hear it and turned to leave the salon. I gently rubbed Carlo's white, rounded back as he drank up the milk. After some time, Carlo raised his head and looked up at me.
What? I think they missed a few words there.
Carlo mewed in satisfaction and began to lick his mouth clean. Let's head back then. I wonder if the history will tell me.
No, it just said have. Huh. Yeah, must have made a mistake.
I reached down to take Carlo into my arms, but Carlo evaded my grasp and ran through my hands out of the salon.
Oh, great. I was afraid this was going to happen. Cats aren't always the most cooperative.
Wait, Carlo! Surprised at how agile a small kitten could be, I chased Carlo down the hallway.
Carlo!
Carlo, where did he go? He ran much faster than I expected. I completely lost his whereabouts. I'm certain he ran down here, but
he's probably in Dante's office.
I scanned around the area and found light peeking out from behind an ajar door. Isn't this room... Wait, could Carlo have gone in here? I slowly approached the door, knowing full well who was occupying the room at the moment.
Oh, I know how this scene's going to go, I'm sure.
And I'm going to give you guys a cliffhanger, and we'll pick that up in the next episode. So I hope to see you there for an adorable scene. I have to get off here now because it is thundering like crazy. And I'm afraid we're going to lose electricity. So, Dirili signing out for now. Bye-bye, everybody.